you're actually blocking the car, and the car becomes...
I mean, eventually they're all gonna somehow block the car, because unless they pose away from the car, which is not the point, they're still eventually gonna be somewhere in there blocking the car, right?
Monica was about to eat you, but you were like quite happy about it. The dynamic doesn't work for me.
Hello, my name is Lucie Petit, I'm a French model in Hong Kong, and in this video I'm going to be reacting to Supermodelme Revolution, Season 6, Episode 9. Let's dig in right now.
How do you feel winning the battle?
Yeah, for the second time.
Yeah, twice in a row, good job.
Honestly, did not expect Hannah to be here. She's just like this commercial girl that can do high fashion sometimes. If Hannah takes my spot in top 3, I'll be really pissed.
Isabel is already gone.
She could do high fashion as
All the
well.
photos were amazing. Like, it's so hard to choose between them. Oh my god, I'm still survival after 3 times in bottom. Just 1 more week in final. So I cannot.
You gotta
give up
get
now.
tougher this week, come on.
To do something in the world outside Vietnam. It will be big for me. Vietnam never win this
Made it to
competition
top
before,
4.
so I want
This
to
is
be
already
the
a
first
huge
one.
achievement. Can be proud of yourself. Probably top
I'm
3,
so
let's
happy
face it.
that I made it to top 4. Awalnya nggak boleh kesini. Last week, my mom giving me the permission that I can do modeling. From tough love to honest love. This
Yeah.
really do mess my mind.
That must mean so much to her. I mean, we've talked about it last week, right? And I keep on talking about it, that it's so important to find people that can truly support you. And for her, you know, having someone that was not so into her career choices, to have her mom to support her, this is just so nice and so sweet. So good on her, and yeah, I wish her the best. I really want her to be in top 3, to be honest. But now I want them all to be in top 3. Just so hard to pick, right?
I want to prove to my mom that you can also be proud of me doing modeling.
Yeah. I also had my time when I was a bit younger, you know, when I first started modeling. My family was supportive, but at some point, you know, came this, you know, the questions about the money, like, can you sustain yourself? And then you have friends and family asking you, when are you coming back? What are you gonna do next? Yeah, when are you planning on switching to a real career? And you're like, what do you mean a real career? This is what I had chosen. And excuse me, but so far so good. I'm actually making a living out of it, and I live pretty comfortably.
Everybody put your hands in the air.
That's the thing as well when it comes to modeling. You never know exactly when you're gonna be getting salary on a regular basis, right? It's not like you get one at the end of the month. Every month you know exactly how you're not gonna be getting. No, it's always changing depending on the seasons, depending on the months. And you have to be able to have some savings on the side for the months where it's gonna be a bit less than usual, and then work hard when it's peak season to make and earn that money back.
Oh, hell no!
But going back to friends and family supporting you, that may take time. You know, a lot of people who are not in that industry, who are still quite traditional in their way of thinking, they may not really see that as a real career. This is a myth that after 25 you stop working, but it is fluctuating, so you have to be able to sustain yourself in these times and periods where it's not going to be as busy. And especially with COVID, you know, that can be a thing as well. You can make a living out of that if you work hard enough, and just proving them that you're being smart as well with the way you're working, the way you're saving, and eventually they will be okay with your choices, you know. But it's good to always have like a plan B in case it doesn't go well. There's more and more avatars, CGI models and such, so you never know really how things are gonna evolve in the long term. Maybe one day we'll all be replaced by robot and avatars and stuff, but this is just the hard truth when it comes to any job really nowadays. So you have to be able to adapt and, you know, change as well from that. why not get into acting as well? Because you know there's always like different doors that can open from modeling and evolving into different things. You can turn photographers, art director, and so many different jobs you can be doing from starting as a model and then switching to a different path. There's always different ways to make it work. What other crazy challenge can they do now?
Models, if you got dreams making it to Hollywood, then be ready. Your next task gets you stuck in the thick
Oh yeah,
of
that movie.
blockbuster action.
Ooh. Of course, they had to put the Subaru in there. Nice. Yes, Celine. Yes, Nikki.
What's this?
James
I
Bond.
don't know. Let's open it. P.S. Bring the bunny safely home. Bunny?
Safely home.
Come on!
They're not bad at acting.
Crazy. Ain't nobody
It's pretty good.
Hurry up! Come on, girls! Let's go!
Nice.
Game on.
Oh. Sister, sister. May the race begin.
Come on, girls. Looks like we've got company.
Wait, guys! I think they've given up.
Yeah.
No way.
How crazy was that?
Man, that was intense. But what are they chasing us for?
Hey, what happened?
Funny.
But why?
Yeah, all that for a ratty stuffed bunny? Oh wait, look, there's a zipper. Now we know. Alright ladies, time's running out. Let's get going.
Alright.
I guess.
Are they gonna reverse back, bump into each other, destroy this Subaru while we're there? Yep, reversing back. They wouldn't destroy the Subaru, come on. They're the sponsor.
Nice job, girls. We did it!
Fashion Furious. Good way to do transition. Cool.
Today you will be in 2 photo shoots to showcase your versatility, your on-screen presence, and your very own blockbuster movie poster.
Alright. Alright, so what do you think about this fashion film? I'm interested to know. I think honestly the girls did pretty well, like acting wise. I was quite surprised. Like the storyline, I don't know. It again, it's a fashion film, it's short, you know, you can't really say too much, you have to show what's going on, but where did the necklace go? The diamond necklace. What was this thing about the rabbit? How did they get the rabbit in the first place?
The first person I'm going to be shooting with is Nikki. The girl I'm going to be shooting with is Kin An. And the second
Queen
person
Anne.
I'm going to be shooting with is Hannah.
Ooh, sister, sister.
I'm paired up with Amy. It'd be bizarre if I wasn't, right?
And of course, last but not the least, Zeline.
Fashion films, it's so different from usual still modeling, so like photography modeling, because you have to act in continuity, right? For a photo shoot, you have to just, you know, get that shot to evolve from one pose to the other. If you kind of do a pose that is not that great, and then you have a nice one, and then another one that is not that great, this is fine. But when it comes to filming, like a movie, a fashion film or such, it's in continuity. So you have to all the way long be able to deliver a performance. So this is a touch harder. This is why probably they waited as well for the top 4 to get in there to be able to showcase their acting skills, because you have to be good along the way. And as well, filming with other people, that means that if someone is not as good, then you have to shoot it again all together. Myself, like having done a few fashion film, I'm pretty impressed, because the ones I've personally done, there was no talking, so it's like more fashion film, so there's music in the background, but like you don't get to really act as an actress. It's more like a silent actress in that case, and they did pretty well. They were, you know, quite genuine, so good on them.
Your time starts now.
Superpower pose.
Shooting with the Subaru, I have like all these really strong, very high fashion poses, ideas.
That's not working.
Yet
You're
still
doing
a
too
bit
much with your
commercial,
body.
because for like a poster movie,
I was really struggling with more like natural poses. I'm going to stay there. So my aim is to really not let Amy take the spotlight, because she's tall, and just let her like stay lower than me.
Let's go.
this is good. She can direct her
Watching
and
Nikki, you can definitely tell
do it
that
her way.
she's struggling. This is not high fashion. What are you doing?
Remember, we want you to be in character. You're a hero, and this is your villain. Why don't we try something different?
So are you
Yeah,
looking
that was
for
a bit
an
like
action shot?
Kamehameha.
Move everything over to here.
Fierce.
That's good as well, to be in front of her, kind of covering in a way.
All right.
Nice.
Then our beautiful swan.
Yeah, that's good.
I had to do this well.
Nice, yes, that's great.
Because Hannah one
That's
time.
good, interacting with the car as
Nikki,
well.
Never. Zillion one time. Only me 3 times. My strategy is do something like movement.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I want to connect with the crowd.
Movement
and
always
acting with my
makes it
face.
more dynamic and powerful.
Power, strong
nice.
woman, right there. Go.
I had to steal the scene. Superhero model.
Okay, it's not really working. Let's try something else.
Okay.
She got the breath
Something
right.
more simple.
That's right, girl. Fierce face. Blockbuster face. Yes.
See, as I'm shooting, I can see Amy just quietly judging me, so I want to impress her. Snap out of it
Yes. Yes. There.
and tune in that inner Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Yes, you're giving such fierceness
Again,
with your eyes.
dynamic
Keep it up.
looks. That works.
Right.
I got a little.
This is gonna be a fight between the hero and the villain.
You know what? This is gonna be my chance
This
to
is your
show
time.
that she's a model, but I'm the supermodel here. Okay.
You guys
Right attitude.
look like villain. You're doing way too much right now.
Yeah.
So you want to think like Wonder Woman, right? She doesn't do like.
I know. Movement, like with my hair.
No, it's too much.
It's a commercial shoot, right? It's for a movie poster. It's cool to have some dynamic move, but again, it can't be too high fashion, or else you're gonna be like, what the hell is going on, right?
And Hannah look like the champion.
Hannah and Amy twin sister.
Yeah. Look alike so
Hannah
much.
outshining her sister.
Nice.
Bring up the energy. Celine, wake up.
I'm thinking about the video call from my mom. It literally brings my energy down.
Oh,
Don't forget to engage
down?
with the camera.
I thought she ended up being happy with the way she was supportive. Yeah, sometimes like you really need to like chase all the bad thoughts, like all the thoughts you have, and really focus on the character that you want to get into in this kind of shoots, because if not, you really get affected by, you know, all the things happening. Come on, Zillion, come on.
After movie poster, not a fashion show. It's very high fashion right now. Looking a little villainy.
Zillion
Yeah,
keeps
it's
slipping
a
back
bit
into high fashion.
sitting on the car.
Becomes
How to outshine Monica? Shit. She's so gorgeous. So I'm thinking about I just run
You're
over
gorgeous
Monica
too, don't say it
because
that way.
She's the villain. Oh yeah.
That's right, girl. Say it.
You may want to take a bit more room though, not go too crazy high fashion, but impose yourself a bit more.
Actually, really cool and stunning right now. Last two.
I'm hoping that I'm safe this week. I redeemed myself
All right, it's a wrap.
and I deserve to be here.
This is our last elimination before finale. I just only need one better.
Wait, last elimination before the finale? There's gonna be 3 girls and they just pick one? That is not... 2?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
For the judges.
Yeah. But I think they'll also be looking at your progress though since the beginning.
Yeah.
And how far have you come?
Yeah, that
What is
evolution.
our first photo shoot again?
Aerial yoga.
That is a really good photo.
Gorgeous. I won the first challenge photo shoot.
Set the bar high from the
I
beginning.
make everyone feel like
Renan.
I'm really a strong competitor.
Yep.
And Isabel.
Strategize to pick me out.
Wait, it was a good strategy, but it was a wrong move.
And
Let's
I'm
put it
really
that way.
angry with Isabel at that time. I'm not an easy person to kick me out.
Yeah.
I did try best photo.
Beautiful.
I'm still here in top 4 and Isabel.
Bye. Bye. Oh my god, Nikki was so annoying because when Priska was up, and then when Priska fell, she was like, we won already. Yeah, because you kept looking at me, so I was like, okay, I have to like good bitch too. Bitchiness came at night. Oh, at night? Okay, at night.
Shrek with chicken legs and on like some tiny heels. The girls who are body shaming me, but I tell myself every week to get my shit together. Gotta focus on my game. The fact that I'm the youngest one in this competition and I'm still in
Yeah,
top 4.
she's 17, guys. Seriously. She's got so much potential. She's gonna keep on growing, so pretty excited to see what else is coming up for her.
Smile, smile.
Do you have any idea? Do we hold hands? Do we clap hands? Can you take some photos?
Yes. I don't know if you want to. I want to help. I really want to help.
Drama. Do you miss them? Did you enjoy them? How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comment below.
Well, why don't you just let it out in my face? Who's the one who have this resting bitch face?
It's true though.
The cray moments.
I become too blunt. We're not used.
I know. Wait. Model. You say.
I thought we were done with that, girls. Come on.
I'm not sure I can sit.
Make it work. I'm helping you. Trust. You're really a control freak, you know that? You really are.
Yeah.
You gotta really trust the ball.
It's tough love for good reason.
Yeah, I love that hair moving face.
Bye, have a great time.
Okay, I'm all about tough love because it's true that you have to be pushed to really push yourself and to reach that next level. But there was moments where you see, wondering, is this the right way of communicating? Telling someone what to do in such a way and positioning them and placing it. I don't know. It was very diminishing. When you're a model and someone act like that with you, you really feel like you're just a mannequin. You're not someone who's human and live. They're not taking into considerations your feelings or how much pride you could have in that moment. So, yes and no. Coaching them, yes, there's way to be coached. It did some goods and it did some bad, you say. But I've mentioned that already, so I won't go back on that. Alright. Who is going to be eliminated this week?
You had to channel your inner actress
Oh, I
in
like
order
her
to
outfit
star in
this
your
week.
first ever fashion film. The model who wins best photo for this week will become a Subaru brand ambassador. To help
Ooh,
me make that vital conclusion
interesting.
You're in for a surprise. Know all your exits for this greatest heist.
Come on!
Yeah, let's go.
Presto! But Nikki, what are your thoughts?
I honestly love it. I was also feeling very prepared because I have some experience in acting, so I was very ready.
Us models come into an acting environment. Do we overact
Yeah.
or do we do it subtly? And I think you kind of knew what to do in those moments. You don't have to be overexcited, but be a little bit more intense or matching the emotion of the other girls.
I liked
Let's
it.
take
It was
a look at
natural.
your first shot, Nikki.
Nikki, this shot is really good.
By the way, Fashion Furious, when we go back and thinking about the fashion film, That's probably the first time that I see a kind of Fast and Furious, Fashion Furious, where there's no car being destroyed, on fire, accident or such, but hey, Subaru doesn't break, right?
Yeah, you didn't overpower the car and you look like you're one with the car, so I think you nailed it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Like simple, not overly done. Still very commercial. She looks strong. She's popping her hips on the side, so it creates a bit of a shape as well. Oh, pretty good.
But it took a while for that click to happen. You were trying all sorts of concoctions with your body.
Yeah. This is cool. Okay, it's kind of nice that they're matching as well. They have the same pose, but just the fact that she's in front of her and having a bit more of this, you know, attitude, in a sense, she's actually taking over. So well done for that. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Unfortunately, there isn't that level of tension that you'd expect.
I think it looks okay, but it doesn't stand out to me. You're blocking the car and not using the car as your co-star.
You're not the victor. Amy's face giving me predator vibes.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Now that we see a bit zoomed in, she almost looks a bit scared in a sense. Nikki, it's interesting, but yeah, no, Amy is like, she's killing it. She's behind, but she's killing it, so it's kind of like, yeah, okay, fair enough. But then, I mean, covering the car, at the same time, you're not gonna stand like far away from it if you're supposed to pose with it, right? And there are two of them, so.
And you are very much the prey in this photo. I was feeling really hopeful with your solo shot, but this one brought it down for me, unfortunately.
Now we know.
How do you think you did in the...
I think, okay, I'm gonna jump on it first. I think she did pretty well. And knowing that, okay, her English is not her forte, she did pretty well. She didn't have so much line as well, but in terms of acting, that was pretty good and natural. I like it. Okay, now how did you like it?
fashion film?
I never tried this before, but I can show myself
Nice
in
then.
this passive theme.
Quinn Anne, it's so interesting to hear that this is your first acting
Yeah.
type of experience because I liked your performance the best.
Yes.
I really like this shot. It is spicy. Your face looks absolutely
Magical. Yeah, no, she killed it. The movement, the pose as well, is still showing the car at a certain point, right? You're still in front of it. They're all gonna be in front of it. But damn, girl, she killed it. Love it.
fierce in it. I admire that you were communicating really well.
Okay, I super loved her solo shots. This one a bit less, in the sense that it's almost a bit too simple. I mean, it's still cool to have this, like, you know, like I'm kind of like the main one in there. I'm in charge, you know, but more dynamic. I don't know, maybe popping up this hips a bit more. Like, it's a bit straight and flat in my opinion at the moment, but she killed the solo shot, so hopefully this is not gonna bring her down.
Shot for me versus the power of your first shot. It's almost like this is the sequel, but the sequel
Sequels are always not as good as the first one, let's face it. No matter what movie, series, or whatever, the sequel is never as good.
probably watch later.
You and the car and Monica all look the same size to me. If you had just walked forward and just separated
True.
yourself from that, it would have been much more powerful for me. Thank you, Quinn Anne.
Taller and
Think
taking
you
more
did
room.
Wait, guys. I think they've given up. Yeah. Man, that was intense.
That's what I was saying earlier. It was almost a bit too much. Like, she did great. She did an amazing job. Sorry. No, she killed it, but there was a few sequences in the fashion film when you're like, okay, you can tell it was a touch overacting, but she still did great, so good job.
How was that working with your sister?
First thing that came to mind was, oh wow, this is so fitting. She's the villain, I'm the hero, I'm fine with that. And I really wanted this to be my chance to shine.
Ooh, yeah, again, like similar to Queen Anne in a way. That dynamism, you know, with her hair flying, and she's showing the car well as well, so good job on that. Okay, now one thing that I'm noticing, her hand at the back, it's really disappearing, which is funny enough because usually when I'm with friends personally and they end up taking a photo, I always kind of have my phone in my hand somehow most of the time, and every time there's a photo, this is my pose where I kind of put my hand at the back so that no one can see the phone on the photo. It reminds me of that because it looks like she's trying to hide something behind. But hey, maybe she got that bunny and this diamond necklace in there. Who knows?
Very much like a movie poster, especially with the hair blowing.
You
Shows
love
like
the
you're
attitude.
victorious, and you didn't overpower the car.
Are you ready to see your shot with your sister?
I hope so.
So Hannah, it is not.
Okay, I mean, she's technically definitely taking over in a sense that she's also standing at the front, right? But her pose is really similar to the pose that she gave for the solo shots. It's not a bad one, but it's literally the same thing, but now her sister is at the back. It's a bit of a shame, and I guess they're probably going to say as well that she's hiding the car if she were to stand a bit on the side. Oh, I kind of like that Hannah has a bit of like a smirk as well, and the sister in the back is a bit more like laid back, so that kind of works. Well, I guess there was no diamond necklace in her hand, not that we're seeing it.
Lots of different facial expressions from you and being able to
Smirk.
take direction.
Oh, girls, looks like we've got company.
You look like you were having fun, were you?
Good
I
luck.
really do. It is a really nice car. And I told the other girls, oh my god, I really want to drive in this car, like carpool karaoke at the same time. It's gonna be so good.
This is how you get the jury to like you.
Yeah, you look very natural behind the wheel. You really sell the motions of you speeding up, slamming on the brakes. It was very believable for me. So well done in your fashion film.
Yeah.
It's a pity you were excited about the car, but in the picture it didn't show.
Yeah. I'm not a super fan. I know they were going for the I'm walking away from it, I've got this like, you know, attitude and such, but it's not as strong as the other posters from the other girls, so no.
That at all. You're actually blocking the car, and the car becomes.
I mean, eventually they're all gonna somehow block the car, because unless they pose away from the car, which is not the point, they're still eventually gonna be somewhere in there blocking the car, right?
Celine, you have this beautiful bone structure and you are high fashion, and that is a strength, but also lending yourself then to being versatile.
It's not super commercial in a sense. She still has a bit of like, I don't know, that attitude and this like strong dead eyes, if that makes any sense. This is how I tend to see sometimes Celine, like the way she's doing this like high fashion look. It's like smizing, but like a bit deadpan is going through the camera. For this kind of commercial shots, that may not be the best choice.
To cross over into selling something, we need that energy. I just didn't see it in this shoot.
Is she smiling? Wait, we gotta get a close-up zoom on that, a close-up look on that. But again, it's also a walking pose, like it's quite similar to what we've seen before. And in a sense, the villain's a bit taking over in this photo, in my opinion. What do you think?
You changed up your expression here and you showed
It is a smile.
showing us a different range of emotions.
I thought Monica was about to eat you, but you were like quite happy about it. The dynamic doesn't work for me.
When I look at it is now time to leave us to deliberate, and I'll I'll call you
Tough
back
call.
to find out who's making it to the top 3 and who has to leave us tonight.
So I had Abdel who asked me to do my call-out order by the end of it. So, gosh, this is getting harder, but I would say that Queen Anne rocked it. To be honest, overall, I would say Queen Anne, first photo, Hannah, second one, and I'm sorry for Zillian, but I'm gonna say Nikki third and Zillian fourth. This is getting so hard now. What is your opinion? What do you think? Let me know down below. I'm curious to know as well. And do not wait for the end. Just, share it now before you keep watching the results in the end so that we can all have a fair opinion and not be influenced by the judges.
Nikki.
I think it's interesting that she was really confident about her acting because she didn't stand out and her tone was really flat.
She did the whole slow-mo walk away from an explosion and she nailed it. But this shot was not her idea and she ran out of ideas on set.
Sure, it doesn't stand out to me.
It looks like they're together, not like against each other in a sense.
Didn't overpower the car.
Yeah.
It was interesting to watch her cope with the
to me,
added pressure
it's
of having her
too
sister on
similar.
set.
One chance to make an impression and take that opportunity to really command. I thought she did a great job in the film.
She was trying really hard and her facial expressions made up the lack of lines. I loved her in the solo picture as well.
Yeah.
Very stunning.
If we
and
focus on her in that,
definitely
it's a bit too much.
She's grown so much, so I'm quite impressed.
Yeah,
I
that
just
solo
would have
photo.
preferred her a little bit more front and center in terms of commanding your attention.
The first shot is wow. The second shot is, yeah, I might watch that. Which is not what we want.
To be honest, I would love as well if they were able to, but I mean they wouldn't do that because they're not gonna edit all the photos, but if they were able to also show different shots, right? Because in the end, we've talked about it before, everyone has a different opinion, a different judgment. You may like one, someone else may not like it as much for different reasons. So in the end, I wonder how they do pick the photos, if it's several people giving their opinion or if it's just one and they select it and that's the final photo. I'm pretty sure there was better than that. Come on.
Lean. I thought she nailed the fashion film. She was commanding that car. I really believed it was Lee making the getaway.
Yeah.
It was really exciting to watch that as she was explaining how passionate she was about driving the car.
That was a good move. Hey, clients here, I like your car so
Yeah,
I
right.
want to be in that car.
And I really appreciate
That was smart, but she did nail it when she was driving as well. The attitude as well, so cool.
This was out of her element though.
Now the question as well is that are they only going to base themselves out of this challenge for this week, or are they going to look back overall to all the photos that they've done, all the challenge that they've accomplished? Because you get different feelings, so far this is how they've done it, right? Every week they eliminate the worst of the best, the worst, but sometimes you may not rock one shoot. But again, they have to narrow it down at some point, so
But I think we've made our decision.
Alright.
Hopefully, I will reach the 3 because really Supermodelme is something really, really big to me.
Oh, Hannah's first, alright. So that means that she's landing the Subaru ambassadorship? How do you call that? The Subaru ambassador deal. Good job on her. Yeah. Oh. Okay, good on Nikki. Bye, Julie. Sorry. Love them all at this point. It's just so freaking hard.
I do really want to win, but I know that I tamed all of my fear and I regret nothing. And I know for sure my mom is proud of me.
Yay!
I am Supermodel too.
Next time on Supermodelme.
Nice!
For your final photo shoot challenge, we are hitting the rewind button as you flaunt the fiercest looks of the disco generation.
Alright.
We are looking for that one true supermodel. The winner of Supermodelme Revolution is none other than...
Wait, that's already gonna be next week?